going today, everybody? This is Michael out in Maui. Aloha. Today, thought we'd bring in the X step. So the X step is what brings the start of the whole throw. Starts with the X step. There's three types of X steps in the sense of speed. So each you need to kind of take your time. Like I recommend starting slower with the X step and then moving into the middle and then go faster. But the X step is just to help give you motion into your throw. The X step doesn't give you twice as much distance than you just throw normally. A lot of people think like you come in with the X step and you're going to throw it twice as far, and that's not how it works. So the throw is still from here to here and snapping the wrist. You know, if you can throw from here to here and snap the wrist and you throw 300, you know, the X step might bring in, you know, another 50 feet, but it's not going to bring in 600. You know, you're not going to gain another 300 feet with the run up. So your majority of your distance comes from just right here in the pot. That's why I emphasize so much practice of just throwing the disc here with the wrist, because that's where all your power is. So the X step just helps get motion to a longer throw. So if you're going to throw an up shot, you're in the fairway, you're going to throw an up shot that's only 200 feet, you're going to use a slow X step. So what an X step is you step in with your left leg, stepping in with your left leg, right leg comes through, then you step back again with the left leg, rotate the body over to the front. So to practice, step in with the left leg, right leg, left leg behind, reach back, drive through. So the best way, like I say, to start would be just that nice easy throw. Just not a lot of distance, just practice the footwork. So, you know, you're only going to throw 200 feet, you just want a little bit of movement, so just practice that step by you just kind of take a step, a small step, and just walk into it. That's the X step. So it just gives you some motion. So just take a step, reach back, throw. Start with just doing a slow walk so you can start getting your feet used to going behind each other. When you're practicing slow, because this would be for an up shot, when you're practicing slow, you know, exaggerate everything, get your step, reach back, throw. It's all balance and timing. The faster you go with the X step, the better your timing has to be. So when you first start learning the X step, like I say, just take it slow, step with the left foot, just walk. Walk behind, reach back, throw. And you'll find just walking it is the best way to learn it. Nice and easy tempo. But a lot of times you're just throwing a short distance and you just want to move your feet. Instead of throwing from here and just stepping, you know, you might want to move your feet. You can just step right in like that. So you'll be here and you just want to throw really soft, so you might even just, you know, just movement. Just from here, just step and throw. You know, just that little X. So that would be like for a little X step for a short throw. Then as you come in to do like a little more power, you want to put it out a little further, you know, so now you got to pick up the pace. So you might want to come back a little bit, and not a full run, but a little trot. So come in, plant the foot, hop, throw. And just practice that tempo. Because this would be, you know, if you're middle of the fairway, a little further out, and you got to put a little more on it. So you just kind of have a right in the middle speed for the X step. And the faster you go, like I said, your timing has to be better. As everything's speeding up because you're running up, you know, you got to have your reach out and throw and be out in front. So just start with a trot, come in, hop, throw. You know, and then just hop, throw. So that would be kind of the mid, you know, you're in the fairway, got to put it out a little further, you'll have like a medium X step. So you have the slow X step where you just kind of walk in, practice that, then come into a trot where you have a little more speed. Then as you come into a full X step where you want to throw off the tee pad, you know, try to get your maximum distance, then that's where everything's got to click. So I really emphasize practicing the slow walk in, then doing a slow trot, and then come in with a run up. And the run up, you know, it just has to be faster. You know, you just come through, throw. All your timing is there. So to get down the faster X step, you know, just take your time, because like I said, it's all timing. If you come in too hot, you know, and you're here already and your disc is lagging behind, you know, or if your legs out front and you've already got your arm out before the bodies come through. But if you break it down into each one of those, practice each one of those steps, and then you'll build up your balance for a faster run up. A lot of time on the course, the walk up X step is probably the one everybody ends up doing the most. You know, you only tee off 18 times, but then you got your up shots and your, you know, your approaches. So you got a lot of shots that you're just going to want movement, come in and throw. When you're doing like a slower pace, come in, step, your stride's shorter because you don't have as much speed. So when you're walking in to throw one, you know, it's shorter stride. Follow through. But you'll notice when you come in for a fast X step, your stride from this back leg to front is probably going to take some distance. So that's where the timing comes in. You got to be able to transfer from here all the way up to here. Your head needs to be here at the release, but you're going to cover a little more distance on that step. But most of the X step, like I said, it's not gonna guarantee you doubling your distance. It just gives you motion, so you're not starting from a standstill. There's other factors that come into play for distance. You know, most people, if you actually measured everybody standing and throw, you know, there's guys that probably could throw 450 flat-footed. They could probably get it out to 450, but the X step isn't giving them 800. You know, so some of these longer throwers, they can throw far because their technique is so good through here. You know, if they're throwing 450 pretty much from a flat foot, you know, just walking in, and they could hit 450, you know, these guys' technique is what's doing that. When they start pushing the disc out to 600, there's other aspects coming into a 600-foot throw. You know, the speed of the X step, yes, but they're also manipulating the disc. They're also throwing the disc 45 feet in the air. So the X step is mostly just for movement. Just helps you get some moving forward so you get a smoother transition from this spot to this spot. So just start slow. It's just a walk up. Left leg, right leg, left leg behind, the heel's pointing as you reach back, and then the other leg comes out in front. But the heel on that back foot points towards your throw. So when you come in, X step, your heel is pointing down the fairway. And then as you pull through, this foot's kind of that little bit open here. Pull through. So when you're practicing, just start slow. Just walk through it. Pick up your pace. Pick up your pace as you keep practicing it. And then the full run up, most of that, I notice a lot of times guys come in at an angle on their approach. I don't ever see a lot of people go straight ahead on their X step. Seems like a lot of people like to come off the side and then come in and then they'll straighten up. So they actually approach it a little bit on, it looks like a little bit of a 45 to a straight. I kind of like doing the same thing. It's more like you're walking into it and then you're straightening out, compared to X stepping straight ahead. But I guess both works. I mean, you can go straight ahead, X step, but it kind of seems like a lot of people come in a little more of an angle, so they put the feet down, then they straighten off once they get on the line here, but they actually start off line. So you can practice both ways. But anyways, so for the X step, I would just practice slow, come into immediate trot, little hop throw, and then come in with full power. Start back, give yourself a full run through. So anyways, I hope some of that helps with figuring on the X step. And we'll start putting in the accuracy, keeping the line straight, not opening the shoulders or pushing the disc out to the left. So for now, aloha, this is Michael.